y'all. So, today I'm going to be telling you a story. There's like 3 or 4 stories. Oh, my hand's so white. Ooh. 3 or 4 stories about mean teachers. But yeah, hope you enjoy this video. And yeah, so let's get started. Woo! Okay, so my first story is about something really dumb, which I've not got my eyebrows on today. I've been banned from doing that. I'll tell you about that after. So my first story is about at school one time, my friends dared me to chase, because our school is like right next to the park. So my friend dared me to chase a squirrel. Builders, do you mind? The window's just there. Use natural lighting. Natural lighting. I'm not going to put any music on this video because it drowns me out. Like, it really drowns me out. It's like, oh, wow, hey, oh, do. Anyway, do you mind? Anyway, back to where I was. So my friend's dared me to chase a squirrel. And at this time I had green eyebrows, which I did with my friend's highlighter. So I was chasing this squirrel, chasing. And it got into the park. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Then a teacher sternly walks up to me. Give me your planner. So we have these things like called planners, and you give them a strike if you're bad. And a strike's usually for something like not having the correct amount of stripes in your tie, or it's like for chewing gum or something like that. I've got a strike before for chewing gum, but I got a new planner, so I just didn't put the strike over. See. Anyway, so every time it renews, that's why I didn't. Every term it renews. And so this guy, he's like, give me your planner. And I'm just like, to my friends are over there peeing themselves laughing because I just chased a squirrel. And I'm here like this. So I give him my planner and he's like, why are you doing this? I'm like, it was only a joke. And then he's like, well, it wasn't a very funny joke. Who said anything about jokers? Go and wash your eyebrows off. Like, I get the eyebrow bit, but come on, you can't give me a strike for chasing a squirrel. Like, that's not fair. That's really not fair. My second story is about what the title of this video is, and the racist teacher. So, my arm's itchy. So this story is about a teacher. Now, this is no rumour, even though I wasn't at the school at the time, this is no rumour. Because every single year 11 said it, and some of the teachers, not the teachers, oh my god, my face looks so white, like, but yeah, so the teachers haven't said it, but they said that let me think of her name, Miss Heidi, that sounds real good. Okay, so Miss Heidi wasn't there, and they said that this is Miss Heidi's first year. So coincidentally, this is my first year in school. I'm still in my first year in school. I'm a little one. And Miss Heidi, this is her first year back after getting probation for a year. So how it was is that 2 years ago, oh my god, there's a dead bird in my bush. So I think it's my cat that probably did that. So 2 years ago, she got probation for a year, and then this year, which is my first year at school, she like big boy school, like secondary school, she came back, and so that's not too good for me. And I'm not going to say what subject she teaches because it's people from my school, and people are probably going to get around to her, Miss Hattie, but that's not her real name. I'm not using real names in this video. So so what she did is that she was racist. Pardon me. Weird bitch. Anyway, so she was back this year, and what she did to get probation is that she was racist to a student, which is like really not right. Like, I hate people that are racist. My next video next week will be a pet peeves video, so stay tuned. No one subscribed to me yet. It's not fair. Anyway, back to obedience. And then so this year, we had her for our subject, and we're doing everything. We're learning. She makes us sit there in silence while she talks. One person, I think they went like this, because it was like really late. She was making us. She was sitting there. She was making us sit there in silence. She wouldn't let us talk, and so that person got sent out and got a detention for sighing, and another person not coughed, but it was like, I don't know, laughed at something. Their friend told them. They got sent out. They got a detention. But yeah, and then so she we have this thing called the day page, and we give it back to our head of year, and so the day page is like a sheet where you put kids on the good side and kids on the bad side. She puts all of the Muslim kids, or all of the Asian, well, mostly the Muslim kids, but some of the Asian kids on the bad side for no reason. Like one of my friends, I'm just gonna call her Zebra. You know who I'm talking about. She's like really good in school and stuff, and she got put on the bad side. That's not fair. Oh my god, I was like a snake. Anyway, but yeah, that's not fair. I really get sidetracked to stuff like almost fell out the shot there, but I didn't. This would be out of the shot. Almost. But I'm still here. Yay! Oh my god, it's already 6 minutes and 52 seconds into the video and I've still not said shit. But yeah, so that's that. Oh, there's a little shadow. Shadow of me there. But yeah, it's like our oven. Oven. I don't know if I'm going to edit this or not, it's too long. But yeah. And so my next story is my evil languages teacher, and I really shouldn't have said languages, but I'm just going to call her Miss Hilda. But yeah, my evil languages teacher, and so I actually answered her back one time, and I didn't get a detention. How come? I don't know. It was actually a detention. I answered her back, and I was like So the reason why we got a detention is because we didn't do our homework, and fair enough. There's about 7 or 8 people that didn't do their homework, and all the people were like, "Did you do your homework?" I'm like, "What homework?" I'm like, "The one she put on the website." And we have this website, the one she didn't put on the website because she never puts homework on. She put a reminder on to revise, but that's it. She did not put homework on. And I was like, "Who did their homework today?" to some of my friends, and they all said me. So this was absolute bullcrap, and I had a club at lunchtime as well. So, yeah, and anyway, it wasn't fair, and she kept us behind for a detention. And so Miss was like, "What's your excuse, Shane?" And I was like, "Went on Firefly, Miss." And she was like, "That's no excuse." I'm like, "Well, you're supposed to put homework on Firefly. It's not as if I looked through every single one of my books for a sheet to do homework." This sheet wasn't like, "Do your homework." This sheet was just a sheet that we were supposed to complete in the lesson, and we got assigned for homework. It was before the half term, and this was a week after the half term. Oh my god, my hand's shiny. This is gross. I look like a freaking vampire from Twilight. Just like, oh, it's sunlight and I'm shining. Come for me. Anyway, there's that story. And so she was like, "Well, I didn't do homework, I wasn't on Firefly. It's not as if I looked through every single one of my books to do homework." And she's like, "Well, didn't you open your French folder?" "No." "You should have opened your French folder sometime in the holidays." I was like, "Well, I didn't." And she let me go because I don't know why. If I was a teacher, I'd probably keep myself behind. But anyway, then my next story was, oh yeah, in tech, I got a detention. Now this is a fair detention. This isn't an unfair teacher story. This isn't an unfair teacher story, and I probably would have given myself a detention. So what happened is that in the last, I was in the school play, and they were selling popcorn, in the last lesson, my PSHE teacher, she was like, oh, Shane, you were really well. She gave me some popcorn. That's really nice of her. I'm like, thank you, miss. So in this lesson, I was really hungry, and since it was like period 4, or period, no, it was period 3, and I was really hungry, and I opened my bag to get out my pencil, like to jot down some ideas for the tech thing and whatever. I see this bag of popcorn in my bag, and do you know how much of a fat shit I am? I got it out, started eating it, sharing it with my friend Zebra next to me. Zebra from the last weekend. So, I was like, before I started eating my popcorn, miss, I need some help. And she comes over and she sees the popcorn sticking out of my bag, and she sees my mouth just like, So miss is like, Shane, open your mouth please. And I'm like, no, with all the food in my mouth. And she's like, have you been eating popcorn? Have you been eating something in your bag? And I'm like, and she sees the popcorn, have you been eating popcorn? I'm trying to swallow it. No. And she roasts my ass in front of the whole class, saying, this is disgraceful, you shouldn't be eating in this classroom, you need to wait till lunchtime. Well, excuse me, madam, but I'm hungry. And then she's like, I didn't say that, I was thinking that, and I'm like, well, I was hungry, miss, and she's like, detention at lunchtime. Now this is where it gets a bit weird. This teacher has a track record. This teacher has a track record for giving people detention and not showing up. Guess what? I got there and she wasn't there. The door was locked, and then the next day, this is how blind this teacher is. The next day, I'm walking past the hallway. Hi, miss. She doesn't say anything. She completely forgets. So dumb, I swear to God. Anyway, I hope Miss Hilda and Heidi are watching, because anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. It's a bit of a long video. If you like storytime videos, then I hope you like this one. And I just picked my ears, I'm really gross. Excuse my fucking grossness. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and bye y'all.